Anonymous from Australia. Hello, Trip. Anonymous here, 34 years old from Australia. Thanks for all the great content. Once I got the balls to put it into practice, it helped me a lot. I'm currently seeing a woman. We've known each other for a few years, but only recently started dating and sleeping together. I'm also newly on a few dating apps, talking to other women, but haven't gone on any dates yet. My question is, I would like to date and sleep with other women until things become more serious with one of them, but I don't want to do anything unethical or hurt any of the women. At what point is it not okay to be dating and sleeping with other women? Obviously, if we have the relationship talk, that is one thing, but is there a certain point where it is not okay, a certain amount of dates in, once we have slept together a certain amount of times? I haven't had much dating experience, but because of your content and my own personal growth, I find myself in a position now where I have the opportunity to get more dates, but find myself unsure of how to proceed in this situation. I have feelings for the current girl I'm seeing, but don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, and at the same time, I don't want to hurt anyone or make a mess of things. I appreciate any advice you can give. Anonymous. Okay, great question. I've talked about this in the podcast, but always happy to talk about this again. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on this. This is an opinion question. I'll give my opinion. At what point is it not okay to be dating and sleeping with other women? I say you can do that up until the point where you're pretty close to getting into a committed, exclusive, monogamous relationship. So all those are quite synonymous of each other, but when you're in one of those, obviously if you get to that point where you guys have a talk like who you're seeing anybody else, you're sleeping with anybody else, at that point, obviously, goes without saying, that's when you shouldn't. When you feel like it's coming really close to that, and you'll know this probably doesn't happen till 3 to 4 to 5, we'll just say 3 to 6 months of consistently seeing each other. So anywhere in that realm where you're like, all right, I'm seeing this woman, we're seeing each other once or twice a week. We've been doing it now for 3+ months. You know, still, is it unethical? I don't know. It's not. Her feelings might be hurt, but it's not, I don't think it's unethical. Cheating is unethical. But just because someone hurt or is feeling hurt, I don't believe that is unethical, right? I mean, for example, you go up to a woman and you approach her on the street to say hello, and she rejects you. You're gonna feel hurt, right? You might. Let's say in this example you do. Was that unethical of her to reject you? No. So I don't want you to be confused by what's unethical and people feeling hurt. It's not always the same thing. So you might be dating a woman for, let's say, 2 months, and you see her every week, and you guys are sleeping together, and you have all these great times together, and she finds out, or you tell her that you're dating other women. Yeah, she might be hurt. I don't think that's unethical. But again, this is kind of up to you to see what you want. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand that women are dating and sleeping with lots of guys as well. And in this case, is every woman going to be hurt? Maybe not. So how do you know who's going to be hurt and who's not going to be? Maybe that woman is also sleeping around and dating other people. But you don't know, right? So are we going to just take the chances because we're not sure if the woman's going to be hurt or not? I say because we don't know, you don't need to be tiptoeing around this process. I think you can be dating other women, sleeping with other women for several months that you were also dating and sleeping with other women, and they don't need to know. I don't believe in lying to them. I mean, if they ask you that question, I don't think you have to lie. They might not like it. They might say, well, that hurts and I don't want to see you anymore. I thought it was only us, but that's on them, and there's nothing unethical there because you're not lying and you did not promise anything. There is no promise unless there's a conversation. But to err on the side of caution, and we don't want to hurt people, again, you're with someone for, 4 or 5 months and you haven't had the talk yet. I mean, I don't even know if you're going to really even you're going to want to be, if you're looking for a relationship, you're going to want to be swiping or meeting women in the 4 or 5 month mark. But again, if you do meet someone and you do sleep with them, but you haven't had the exclusive talk, I don't believe that's unethical. So that's my opinion. You can do what you want with it. It sounds like you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, so you don't have to. In my opinion, you do not have to. So Anonymous from Australia, please, by all means, go out there, meet women, have fun. You're not dedicating yourself to anyone. I think that's fine.